Because men are useless.
Big surprise. The worst people you know have the shittiest takes. So today, who we have here are the hosts of The View. I know if you already know them, then I'm sorry. I don't mean to introduce more brain rot than there already is on the internet, but we're going to go ahead and take a look at their thoughts here on this TikTok debate. And that's a double whammy right there, because really, there's no debates on TikTok. It's just he said, she said, and it's usually whoever can be the most obnoxious. That's not a debate. However, having said that, let's take a look here what they got going on, and hopefully you don't lose too many brain cells from this.
So there's this clip going viral online of a dozen women being asked the following question: do we need men? Most answered very quickly, no. And only one said she thought women needed a man in their lives, only one. But when men were asked a similar question, do we need women? Most of them said yes.
Yeah, the reason we said yes is because we're not ignorant. As much as you want to like paint us in that manner, be it from, don't want to use the word, but it's the easiest one, these beta males, these, male feminists, that's not even a real thing. They're just pretending like women more than they really do just to get some. They always try to paint men as some kind of, uncultured animal. And then a whole bunch of you so-called feminists, if you want to even recall that, you don't know how to actually survive without men. Most of everything that you have to deal with on a daily basis is because of what men have done. Doesn't matter what their thoughts are about women, they still created the things that you need to survive. So you feeling some kind of way about a very small minority of men and then trying to extrapolate that into and put that as a title to all men. Yeah, we're not going to deal with that. We're not going to take that. And you need to go sit down. All right. That's just one thing.
So why do you think that is?
Because men are useless. I mean, and by the way, I want to differentiate between straight men and gay men, because I think I would die without gay men. Nobody can gossip like gay men. Nobody can help you accessorize like gay men. Nobody can help you keep you from doing harm to yourself like gay men. But with the exception of somebody like Steve, I think.
Okay, so let me get this straight. Gay men are still men, by the way, but they're an exception to your men are useless rule for the most stereotypical of reasons. You don't even see them as human beings. You see them as a type of service to yourself. Like, honestly, do you need to gossip? I'm pretty sure you need plumbing, electricity, construction, like a home. Even that set that you're in right now, I bet it was all men. There may have been a woman somewhere around there present, maybe, but that's an exception to the rule. We know this for a fact. You can just look at the trades, look at the numbers. Women do not want to do those kind of things. It's pretty much all done by the hands of men. Like, it would not surprise me if who created the show is just some, nutless bastard who has no self-respect and is putting this out there just for $1. So I don't know where they come off trying to say that men are useless, because honestly, if you were to take them out of this and put them out in the real world, what skill set do these people have? Like, honestly, what do they contribute other than ignorance and a waste of oxygen? I can't with these people sometimes. I really can't.
I think Steve is very self-sufficient.
That's Joy's husband.
But like my husband, it takes a village of women to make sure that he's not emaciated, starving, and living in his own filth. He can,
Yeah.
How about you?
Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to find out who her husband is, because it's one thing to have these thoughts to yourself. It's even another to go out and speak to this in a group of friends. You decided that on national TV, to be saved on the internet forever, your husband needs to be known as useless, as some kind of fool who cannot keep himself from, in your own words, out of his own filth. All right. The man must be completely incapable as a human being for you to say that so confidently. And these, I bet you my bottom dollar, these are the type of women who just don't do a damn thing themselves. I know it just from looking at them. There are maids, there are servants, there are assistants. There is everyone, basically a village that needs to cater to them and their needs because they're so inefficient. Excuse me, not inefficient, so unable to be self-sufficient themselves. Those don't look like the hands of a woman who does cooking. Whole bunch of pointing, whole bunch of BSing, but no real work. All right. She needs to cut it out.
I feel you guys are married to people that are more.
I have Handy Manny at home. No, he fixes everything. When things go bump in the night, he's the one that goes downstairs. When there's a bug to be exterminated, he does the extermination.
Nope.
When there is something to be fixed, he fixes it. He throws out the trash and he
Still
throws
no.
out the recyclables. I enjoy all the man stuff.
So
he
my-
does at
But
my
wait a second. I know what you're going to say. But wait. She's really talking about a servant. Let's face it.
No.
It's a
Lady, shut the hell up. Like, this is what I can't stand. Like, there's a whole bunch of this man versus woman garbage that's already out there. That is not a servant. All right. That is, men and women are different. Like, surprise. Whoa. Mind blown. Women, by and large, do not like to do that. It's well known that men and women have genitals. Whether you like that or not, it's there. Okay? If you see my hand, there's a ring on it. Yes, my wife can take out the trash, but I'm the one that's going to do it more often than not. Why? Because I'd rather have her do something else with her time. You might wonder, like, okay, wow, really it takes that long to take out trash? If she's doing something else, I'd rather have her do something else. And be like cooking. I'm not going to ask her to stop and like, hey, take out the trash at the same time. One, that's nasty as hell. Two, I'm there, I'll do it. And that includes, just like you mentioned, if something is going on, I'm going to go find out what it is. If I can fix it, I'm going to go fix it. If I can't do it, then that's when we reach out and, get someone to do it for us for that fee. Again, going back to it, like a plumber, electrician. If your man can do those things, how is that looking down upon him and then trying to call him a servant? Like, that was literally what you would call someone who's self-sufficient. Like, it just bugs my mind that these people don't even bother to stop and think about what they're trying to say. Because again, any of this, if we were to flip it and try and put this again on women and how, say, if we were to say the words, women are useless, misogyny, you know the word, but because it's men, you don't even know what the word for hating men is. And if you do, shout out to you for at least knowing the English language better than these bozos. But the word is misandry. This is misandry, full stop. There is no way to try and dance around it, and not going to hear any rebuttals to it. It is what it is. But let's continue.
handyman
Well,
she's
it's-
talking
no,
about.
it's a handy manny.
Oh, it's a handyman with benefits.
We do not have.
Well, but the things that you're describing, you could pay somebody to do that. We're not talking about that. What about the inner life of a man? That's what this is about.
I need my man 3 to 4 times a week. And
Good for you guys.
And then the rest of the time I need a wife. Because I've always said
Everyone
that.
needs a wife.
No, I teased Vicky, my producer, in the morning. I was like, if you'd like to join Max and I, not in that way, but like Vicky and I could kill it as household runners. Like
Yeah.
we would be laughing, giggling, doing all the things. And Max would be so psyched I was wasting all my words somewhere else anyway. So it would be a perfect combo. And the other day, Caleb said to me, this is my youngest son. He said, Mama, I want a spare mom. And I didn't know what he meant. And he's like,
All right, you goofball. What you're talking about is basically a lesbian relationship. Newsflash. Lesbians break up. And you can double check this if I'm wrong. but I'm pretty sure lesbians have the highest rates of divorce when it comes to actual relationships. So you might want to rethink that one. Along with it, act like the reason you don't are not able to actually communicate with your man on like a basis of where you feel like you're wasting your words is because you don't know how to communicate. You don't try and learn how that man that you're with communicates. Instead, you just get mad that he's not acting like a woman, which makes no goddamn sense. Like, you married a man. That man is going to be a man. He's not going to act like a woman. He's not going to come up to you and be like, "Babe, when we get our nails done?" All right, that's not what's going on. He's going to be like, "Hey, is there a problem? Oh, let me try and fix it. Just tell me what it is and I will do it." We're like that. We're not like women. It's like, this isn't rocket science. Seriously. Now, when you are over here talking about these other things, like how you just need him like 3 or 4 times a week, again, let a man say that about a woman and show me how long he stays with his job, his brand deals, his anything. Again, double standard. But it's okay because it's a woman.
Oh.
He said Genevieve has a spare mom, and I realized the parents were
that, a
divorced.
nanny?
No,
Oh.
divorced. An extra mom,
stepmom.
like 2 moms.
Oh.
And so I asked him, because at first I was a little wounded. I was like, what am I not doing? You know, and he's like, no, I just think at bedtime, you always have to pay attention to the other kids too. And if we had a spare mom, dad, and you could, then you just get to focus on me. And it was so sweet. He didn't ask for a spare dad, by the way. He asked for a spare mom.
I took this totally differently in how I prepped because broadly speaking, I feel like men have proven largely useless. Like I think in the political moment, the people who are
Guys, don't hold
saying
back.
what needs to be said in my party, it's all women. The very few men, with the exception of Mike Pence and a few others, are saying what they need to. But in life, like I need my husband. I don't know if I need any other men, but he is irreplaceable.
Yeah, yeah, I think so.
But that's what I was saying. We like our husbands. We just don't need men beyond that.
Yeah, what?
Okay. I honestly believe a lot of folks who are like this need to be held accountable. And I know I'm asking a lot because it's a stereotype for a reason. Women are just not accountable. They're not held accountable. Here's proof. But about that, okay, I really wish we could pass an act right now, a bill, and it would be called the Live Your Truth Act. If this is what you believe, if your man cannot do anything else outside of his own abilities and skills, you can't call any other man if you think we're so useless. Don't call, again, any plumbers when your pipes are burst. Don't call any electricians when your lights don't work. Don't call any construction workers when you need to have anything remodeled and or done in your home that requires the expertise. Matter of fact, the trash. Let's go back to that. Do you think that the like trash, when you put it out on the curb, that it just magically disappears? Like, where do you think it goes? All right, that's men coming out to every house, apartment, complex, wherever it may be, taking that trash and putting it all the way out into some, predetermined dump. That is one of the most important jobs in society, and women, by and large, do not want to do it. All right, let the trash pile up for about a week or two. See what happens to that society that you believe is run by useless men. Let me know what you want to do to that.
Wait till you're married 20 years and you'll see how replaceable
Well, the
they
reason
are.
that women, I think that the reason women can stay married for as long as they do is because they have a lot of girlfriends.
They have a village.
They have girlfriends. Because I always have to initiate the conversations. He'll step up, but I have
I
to
thought you were going
start
to say
them.
initiate.
Oh, I don't-
was like, no,
I just
don't
told
have
you
to
guys,
do
I
that.
have 8 girlfriends from Panama here who are girlfriends for 50 years since they were in kindergarten.
Oh, I love
And it's
that.
and they were saying yesterday that they've gone through divorces, they've gone through challenges, and having that village of women has made it possible.
Well, we
for
are
them.
more collaborative than
All right. She just told on herself. And some folks may not have called that cute. Okay, yeah. You've been friends for 50 years or whatever. Nobody cares. You just mentioned that your friends have been through divorces. I bet they had that same mindset of thinking this man is replaceable. even downright useless. Let me know, are those same women that have that kind of mentality, that attitude, they ever get married again? Any men taking them serious? No. They literally need to pay for a man's time, like those type of men that I just mentioned already, just to have some kind of conversation with me, because I bet you, again, my bottom dollar, they get no respect from men, and rightfully so. All right?
Than men. I think
Yeah.
there have been studies that say that women have much closer friendship relationships than men do.
Because women
Again, I think we have to make a
because
difference,
women,
differentiate gay men.
No, gay men
Are
are
in their, in their own
category.
category.
yeah, but
Women
we're
are
not married to gay
independent.
men, okay?
Oh,
But
Some
women
people are.
women have conversations about their feelings. Men talk about
It's
sports,
socializing, yeah.
cars, all that stuff.
I don't know. My husband talks about his feelings with his
Maybe he's
friends.
gay. Next.
Haha. Hilarious. When you ladies want to ever bring that up again, for any fellas that see this, play that clip. And that's right there, in a nutshell, how you women act whenever a man brings up his feelings. You want to get all hot and bothered, like, why won't women talk about their feelings? Well, when we do, and it's not a trope for a reason, just because we feel like saying it, you either use it against us, especially when you feel some type of way because you can't control your feelings, and or this right here. All of a sudden, our masculinity needs to be questioned without any hesitation, and we're just gay. So why talk about it? I mean, obviously here, it's just a joke to you. So I really don't see what the point of any of this is when it comes to these type of folks trying to like put themselves on a pedestal in any way, shape, or form, thinking that men are useless. All right. It's like just, I don't even know at this point, like where to classify these type of people at. Obviously, I find them beneath me. All right, I'm not going to hold back on that opinion because they're just outright ignorant. My biggest problem is who else wants to believe this? And so far, it's showing itself in society. Women, by and large, just going right back to the debate, what was it, 9 out of 10 of them? I know that's not the full population, but it's a good synapse, a good data point to use, because men have experiences. Women love to try and make men seem out to be useless. Yet, at the earliest convenience for a woman, they will try and find a use for that man that benefits them. Free meals out on a date, even though you have no romantic intentions for them. Oh, can you come and move my furniture? Like, literally, these kind of things happen. But yet, you want to pretend we are equals. Hell, I've even seen a bunch of you women out there thinking you can kick a man's ass for no other reason because you might have seen it on some garbage ass Netflix show. But here you are again. It's always thinking it's funny that you can put down men in this kind of way, shape, or form. Misandry, outright front and center, it is mainstream. Misogyny, even if not intended, or if you misconstrue it, usually from one's point of view, because you just felt some type of way, that man now needs to be taken down and chopped down at the knees. But that's just what it is here. Again, I really wish, again, we can put down like some kind of bill. Go ahead, live your truth. And the second you want to cross that, you are to be punished. You are to be held accountable. Because this, as they always say, words have meaning. All right. Your words carry weight. And you're throwing around something so simple as men are useless. When you see everything that's happening right now within society, especially with young boys, the struggles that they are having, and how men in general are struggling within society, this is why all the manure that's coming out of your mouth feeds into the weeds like Andrew Tate and have them popping up everywhere. Well, you can't get rid of them because you keep feeding them manure. And weeds love manure. So we're going to keep seeing new Andrew Tates every now and then because, well, yeah, both are two sides of the same coin. You really are. Those are my thoughts, however. Again, go ahead and place your thoughts down in the comments. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next one.